welcome to the story of my first trail race. And to make it easier, I decided to run it in the mountains, in the snow. Let's start from the beginning. I'm not a trail runner. To be fair, I don't really consider myself a runner at all, because I like to do so many different things. I would say running takes way less of my time than other sporty things that I like to do. But if you ever consider me a runner, I will be a road runner. At this point, I've run 5 marathons, but all of them were really flat. Plus, I live in a really flat area and I don't have a car. To go running, I usually just put on my running shoes and then I go outside. And there are no hills. The area is pretty flat. But I've been thinking about running a trail race for quite some time, because I've been watching a lot of videos, I've been looking at different web pages, and it looks amazing, especially when I see people running in the mountains, and I love the mountains. And then it happened in March of this year that I saw this amazing ad on Instagram, and it was an ad of this race, a Fjällmaraton. It's 43 kilometers in Swedish mountains and in the snow, and it looked so much like an amazing adventure that I basically signed up for the race on the same day. But the problem being that I signed up somewhere at the end of March and the race was on the 20th of April. So I had less than 4 weeks to prepare for the race. I probably have to say that my base fitness is quite high. I know that I can run a marathon, but I've never done that in the mountains, which means that I have no idea how difficult it can be. That's why I was so excited to try it, to see if I can. Well, that's why on April 19th I took a train up north, and now I'm in this lovely little village called Ottsjö, which has amazing mountains around it. So here I am in a tiny village called Ottsjö, where I'm going to run my winter marathon tomorrow. And as you can see, it's not that much snow left, but at least there is some in the mountains, so I hope it will be more wintry than it looks down here in the valley. I got myself some dinner, I got my number and some freebies, and we'll see how it's going to go tomorrow. I brought my running gear for both seasons, for summer and winter, because I wasn't sure how it's going to be here. But you see, despite it looking quite springy, I would say, I have my hood on, I have my winter jacket on, because the wind is quite cold. So I'm actually thinking that tomorrow I might be wearing my winter running gear, especially since there's not going to be sun tomorrow, at least not as much as today. I'll think about it till tomorrow morning. For this winter mountain marathon, we actually need to bring some compulsory stuff to go with us. There's a puff jacket, which I packed to reduce the volume. You have to carry an extra base layer, extra windproof trousers, extra mittens. Then you must have at least 500 milliliters of water, so I have it inside my backpack. You must have a whistle and a compass, which I have in there. You must have some emergency stuff, including emergency blanket. You have to carry a cup, because there won't be reusable cups at the filling stations, so we have to carry this. And I will also be taking my shades, my cap, an extra jacket in case it gets hot, well, my numbers obviously, some gels, some energy gums, sunscreen, of course, it's going to be very bright in the snow. My puff in case it gets cold. And that's the bag to leave my stuff at the start and pick it up then at the end of the race. That is if I make it. I opted to have dinner at the hotel with a really nice view. And then it was the race morning. Start. Serious doubting my life choices at the moment. And challenge for me began from the start. We immediately had to start running uphill for a long, long time. I'm just walking along uphill now. What cheers me up is that I'm not the only one walking. So it looks like it's quite typical for trail running to walk uphill. Yeah, it's way more difficult than I expected. We started just going up and it's constant uphill. That's why I never do trail running. Well, first because there is no hills in Uppsala, but also my calves are dying already. I finally get a flat bit so I can run, and that feels very nice. We are so lucky with the weather today. Look at this. It's just beautiful. How gorgeous is it behind me? Isn't it amazing? And just all around. Look at this. Wow. Beautiful. I just can't stop smiling because it's so pretty. Oh, it makes me so happy. Even though my calves are dying running in this snow, but it's so beautiful, isn't it? Wow. Oh, amazing. A bit of sunscreen update. It's really sunny today. Guys, it's gorgeous. I'm so happy that I decided to do it. Even if I don't finish today. Although I do plan to finish, but who knows. But oh, it is so pretty all around me. It's such a gorgeous place to run a marathon. Look behind me. It's getting better and better. Look at this view. Downhill is usually more dangerous than uphill, so I usually try to be very careful. I still need my ankles intact to finish this 42 kilometers, but the view is amazing. You know that feeling when you're still running in one direction and those bloody cool people are already running back? It's so annoying. I really should try more. Oh, it's so embarrassing. I'm coming back next year and I'm going to be so much better for this. Still going. But I'm not even at 11 kilometers yet. So let's see how long I'm gonna be going. When Blackpink hits your ears, they just want to dance. I can see the first filling station, which is really cool.
Beverages and cold water.
Oh, it looks so cool. You even have fire.
Det här är den sportdrycken som brukar vara fast den är i ugnen istället.
Ja, det är bra.
Ja, det kan vara gött. Jag tar det.
Well, now it's really getting to me. This snow is horrible to run in. So uneven. And your feet just sink in. So yeah, my legs are dead. Looks like if I decide to run another Fjällmaraton, I need to train my legs more. Less endurance, more legs. What was I thinking? Signing up for it? I don't know. What was I thinking? It is still so beautiful. And it feels so much nicer when you're running downhill. I have an extremely beautiful view in front of me. When I was running that way, it was behind me, but now I'm just enjoying running towards that view. And most importantly, for some time, it will be downhill, which is quite nice, trust me. Look at this. Downhill, yeah. So it's well past 2 hours that I'm running, and if it were a normal marathon, one of those I used to run before, I'd be well past halfway, but now I'm not even close to halfway. That's ridiculous. It looks like today I'll be running for maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe 8 hours. New experience. So pretty today.
Ja, påfyllningen.
So I've just passed the second feeding station, which I think it's somewhere around 18 kilometers, and that means that I still have 4 kilometers till halfway, and then 22 more to go. Not very exciting, but let's see how it goes. So I passed the halfway point at about 3 hours, so I guess it will take me 3 more, maybe 4. We had to go all the way down to the valley to get to the halfway point, because some people do only halfway distance, and now we have to go all the way back up. I've just met one of the organizers on the snowmobile, and he told me that it's just 16 kilometers left, which makes me really happy. I mean, 16 is my usual distance. I should be fine. I have to tell you, my legs are dead. It's horrible. Running in the mountains, absolutely different to just my usual running in the city. So, I'm past the last feeding station. Now it's just me and 10 more kilometers. It looks like I'm the last one, at least it feels like it, because there are no more people around. Well, it's okay for my first mountain marathon. Maybe next time I'll actually try to prepare for it properly. But actually I feel okay. I can still run, which is good. My legs are dead, but they're still running. Not as fast as usual, but I think not bad. And most importantly, it's primarily downhill now. So I think I should finish this 42 kilometers quite well. So, I'm running down back into the valley, which means I'm kind of, I think, reasonably close to finish. Well, it's definitely longer than 40 minutes, but still, I'm feeling okay. Probably the last uphill. I can do it. I can do it. This 10k, last 10k, is way longer than I expected. My legs are not better than running. It's not easy. It's embarrassing how tired my legs are at the moment. Seriously, what is this? I didn't expect it. Plus, the wind is up, and pushing against the wind is kind of worse than going uphill, honestly. It's very annoying. I really want to get to the finish, like now, but it looks like it's still some distance to go. Look at my medal. Isn't it pretty? Very Swedish mountains kind of medal. And now I will change in this little house behind me, and then I will get some food and some finisher gifts. So, I'm having my finisher food, sitting by the fire and enjoying myself. My new medal, and just being done with it. this whole experience. Apparently, running in the mountains and in the snow is considerably harder than running on asphalt, on flat surface and without snow, which is shown by my embarrassing time of 5 hours and 23 minutes, because my best marathon time is 3 hours 44 minutes. I would say most of my marathons are about 3 hours and 50 minutes, so that's what, 1.5 hours longer, which is seriously embarrassing. And there were people who were finishing basically when I started on the second lap. But despite that, it was actually amazing. It was so much fun and so much less boring than running on flat surface, honestly. Even though it was harder, it was so much more like you had to concentrate more and watch your step and be very careful, but the views were amazing. It was so beautiful. Which means if any of you guys are thinking of running a mountain marathon, I think it would be a good idea for you to just sign up for the next year's winter marathon here. Apparently this one is the first marathon of this type at Ottsjö, but they are planning to continue it next year and etc. And they're saying that the next one will be probably a bit earlier. Now it's April, but they're planning the next one in March of next year. I definitely recommend, well, all of you listeners to sign up to this marathon, and you can run either 12 or 22 or 43 like I did today, and you will so enjoy it. Honestly, those views and it's just amazing. I'm so happy that I decided to do that, even though I did it on a whim. Also, maybe next year I will actually, if I decide to do it again, maybe I will actually train for it properly, because I'm not sure if you know, but I basically signed up for it 3 weeks ago when I saw an ad, and the ad looked amazing, and I decided to just do it. But 3 weeks is totally not enough to prepare for a marathon. I mean, my usual state is quite good. I would probably be able to run marathon even without training, but it just means a lot of pain and me being so slow and upset with myself. Maybe next time I will train and beat my just set personal best time of 5 hours 23 minutes. Next time I should be faster. In the evening of that day, there was a celebration for the participants, because this first winter marathon was quite small. So we all gathered together and had dinner, and there was a prize draw where I won the participation in the summer race, which you will hear about quite soon. Next morning I woke up early because I wanted to do some hiking before my bus and my train ride. And that's where I filmed most of my drone videos and the pictures that you saw in this video. It was really amazing. If you're thinking of running a trail race, just do it. It's so much fun. And, well, you know what to do. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and hopefully I will see you in the next video quite soon.